Etienne, I think we are online, aren't we? Yeah.
We are, but not live to the world. He set the link as unlisted. So it means only the person that has the link can see it for now.
Okay, so we wait for a second.
Yes, I shared the link in the chat. So this is the link you can share. You can put on your Facebook or whatever if you want. I put it on the website and I put it on the Facebook events. And Bernard, when you're ready. Maybe we will wait to have it on the website, and you'll tell me if you see it on the website, and once we see it on the website, we can go.
There is a link on YouTube on the left of the screen. Is this the link we shall open to see the video? No?
No, I'll the link to the video, I'll give it to you later.
You don't put it on the main screen there into Zoom?
No, because there are subtitles, and because we have 5 different languages,
Okay.
we would all have the same subtitles, and people need their own language.
Okay.
So
I think Bernhard is live already.
Okay.
yeah, but I'm not sure you're already on the website. So just give me one
on
second.
YouTube.
On YouTube, yes. I can put everybody live. Chuk. Okay. Share.
That's a nice live stream, Bernhard smiling.
Hi, Christoph.
Hey.
Hey, hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. So are we online already?
Can you try the website, thebattleisover.org, and tell me if you see it? And it means we're good.
We are still not unlisted. Is that on purpose, Etienne?
I think I made it public now.
I didn't refresh.
Man and the technique.
Yeah, you have to scroll down. I think there it's
public.
The battle is over. Like, how do you spell? There is a specific thing. Like battle with 2T.
Tell me if you see it. And it means we're good.
Good.
I put it in the chat.
Unlisted. Is that on purpose, Etienne?
Okay, Bernard. We're good.
Are we there?
We are there.
Okay. So, Etienne, I see you.
Bad idea. Wait. Here you are.
I hope we are online. It's very, very unusual for me to speak in a situation where I can't see you people. Nevertheless, now it's the moment where I want to welcome you. It's an incredible event. It's the event where we public and release a video message we have produced all together the last year. And first of all, I want to welcome the organizers who made it possible, who organized shootings of the video project with the name "The Battle is Over." It's a message from man to woman. And the organizers are here from present, from Argentina, from Brazil, from United States, from France and Germany. And also, I want to welcome participants. We are around 25 participants who have had the courage to share our project and to contribute to the message we wanted to bring together, and we will talk about this later this evening. And I want to welcome all the people who are watching now on YouTube, because this event, this Zoom event with the participants, is streamed online, and I welcome you. And to be honest, I'm very, very excited, and because English is not my mother tongue, and I never did something online like this. So, but I would like to give you an idea of what happened, how this video message came together. The community of this man we meet here, they have never, most of them, they have never seen physical. The community is created by a common vision, and it's a vision about love, about peace, and specifically in this video message about the relationship from man to woman. And it's very much about a new masculinity that we are very much committed to, and we want to bring into the world, and we want to show up that we are many, many men who are committed to a masculinity which is vulnerable, which is at the same time powerful, which is open-hearted and loving. And in this, with this spirit and with this vision, we found together from all the world, from all these continents and countries I was counting, and the idea was a little bit like a world acupuncture, you know, like showing that there are all over the world men who are really committed to show up, who want to show up with a new idea of masculinity and a new dialogue between man and woman. And I don't want to talk so much about the film now, because very soon we will watch it together. But I would love to invite you, all of you, all us participants and organizers, but also all you people watching us now. And I would like to invite you to support us, to bring this message, which is a very vulnerable, a very personal message from our hearts, to bring it into the world. And my idea was, and I want to invite you for a little meditation we can do together, all together, us here and you out there wherever you are, and watch it on YouTube. And I would love to bring our energy fields together, and once we do it, to really send the message in the world, and to get your support in that way, that the message will will find many open hearts and will invite a lot of men in the world to join us and to participate. So far, I would like to invite you to close the eyes for a moment and just to feel your body from inside. Relax, find a relaxed position and breathe deeply sometimes. And just feel the ground who's supporting you, and if there's some tension in your body, just move a bit and relax. And now I would like to invite you to connect with your heart and feel your heart. And maybe you can connect with something which is sacred for you. Maybe it's the nature, maybe it's a God or Buddha or a light or it's love, something sacred. And maybe you can connect it with your heart and just stay with the energy that you have it inside yourself for a moment. And maybe you can imagine it as a light which is filling your heart, and now the light goes and fills slowly your breast and goes up to your head and fills your head. It's a loving light, and it fills your belly and goes down to the chest and to the legs until the feet, and it goes further through the arms to the hands, and the whole body is full of that light, of that loving light. And the light even wants to extend your body, and try to imagine how we are now here in this space spread over all of the world, how we get connected through this light. It's a loving light, and how we get connected, how we get together. And let's stay for a moment in that imagination of being connected with our energy. Take some deep breath. And stay in the energy. We all here in the Zoom meeting, we are just all men and who joined the project, but outside we are together with a lot of men and women and many people who support us at this moment. And let's connect all of us and feel this beautiful energy of sharing a vision of healing, of peace, of healing the relationship between man and woman, and between humans and nature. And as we are connected in this energy, I want to ask all of you for your support and invite you to go with me when now I count from 5 to 0. And when I reach the 0, all of us, we give all our energy to send the message and our loving message out in the world. And in the same time, I ask, when we reach 0, I ask Etienne to upload the video and to really send it into the world, which is to send it into the world. So I start counting now, and I ask all of you for your loving support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now you can slowly come back to the space and open your eyes. Thank you so much. And I would like to give over to Etienne. Etienne, do you want to continue?
Yes, thank you, Bernard. Hello, everybody. Hola, hello, bonjour, bonsoir, wherever you are, whatever language you speak, be welcome with us. I think the video is ready on the website, thebattleisover.org, and I'm going to share it on the Facebook event, so you can open your browser, the navigator, and get to see the video in Premiere all together. And maybe you need to open a new window, and the idea is we watch the video together and then we come back here in 10 minutes in order to share together and to continue the evening. So you maybe have to close this window, but be sure to come back a bit later or stay on the website thebattleisover.org, and you'll have access both to the video and to our Zoom sharing.
And very important for everybody, choose your subtitles in your language. It's important because the film is in 5 languages, so everybody should watch it in his language.
Okay, it's 2017. Let's say we come back in at 8:30 and have a nice discovery of the video, everybody. Enjoy. Did it work for everybody? Did it work for you guys?
He did. Dear.
Okay. Okay. Should we follow up? Should we go? Everybody is finished? Bernard? Bernard, you with us? I put your sound back on. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yes. Are
It's
you finished?
I would say 8:30 we continue, huh?
Okay. Then 3 minutes to wait. I'm happy to know it worked for you with subtitles and everything. Good. Technique was with us.
Yes.
And I want to say hello to Antona, who joined us, Raphael, hello, Stéphane Regazzi, coucou, Steve from the US, hello Steve, welcome, Michael without camera, hello Michael, Alexandre Morales, Raphael, hello Raphael, welcome guys, nice to see you. Wow, so many people, I can't have you all on one screen. So we carry on at 8:30, waiting for people to watch the end of the video. I hope it worked for everybody.
Are you streaming this right now also?
Yeah. Because I can't cut it and put it back again, so this will be the waiting room.
Okay.
Fernando, you want to test your mic?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good. It works.
Now we have 25
25 what?
people.
Hmm?
We are 25 people now.
30.
30?
Yeah, 30 participants. Welcome for the people who joined us. Okay, 1 minute, and then we'll carry on with the program.
Yes.
I'm so released it worked.
Amazing.
And the video is also on Facebook now. So now it's out. It's out there.
Okay, Etienne, I think we can continue.
Okay.
It's 8:30.
Super. Thank you everybody for joining back. For those who stayed there, thank you for staying there. And I hope it worked and you could watch the video with the subtitles, and I hope you heard the message and it reached you. It reached the part of you that needed to hear that message. I'm gonna present you the rest, what we are gonna do tonight together, what we are gonna share with you. And I want to tell you a bit about the story because I had the chance to work with Bernard on doing the video. And all of us, the 5 of us, and many of us, we watched the video From Women to Men, from Hannah Milling, and a lot of women that came out in August 2018. It was a message from women to men about their violence, about the love they have and the light they want to put on their shadows. And many of us have been really touched by this video, and we wanted to answer to that call. We wanted to put our message and to give our words. And so some of us connected with Hannah, and Hannah connected us with Bernard. And this is how in France, in Germany, in the United States, in Argentina, in Brazil, some of us began to organize some workshops in order to film and to produce this message. The strange thing is we didn't know where we were going with this project. We just felt like we had something to say, and it was important that we as men come up, stand up and contribute to this message. And we met with Bernard, and he came to France last year, and we did some workshops with many French men at the Rencontre du Masculin Sacré. And then I went to his place in Berlin, and we had to organize all these messages, all these shootings of many men telling all their personal stories and explaining how they relate to women and what they want to share. And we had to find the global story within all the personal stories. We had to find the story of the masculine, the story of men, the message of men, and we had to put all these pieces together and to find what is the message that men want to address to women today. And this is what we've done with the video. So we'll have some sharing from the 5 facilitators. To each of us will be explaining how we relate to this video and why we took part in it. And then the participants that came to the workshop and took part in the shooting will also share. And Fernando from Argentina will explain you about the movement and what we want to do with this video, because it's not the end of a process, it's just the beginning. And we'll finish with some music from the US with Sean, that did the music that you hear at the end of the video. So I'll give the word and the speech to Fernando Aguia from Brazil in order to start the sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Etienne. Hello, everyone that's watching us. So I'll be holding the space for the 5 organizers to share how this message touched them. And I'll start by myself saying that I think about this video and this whole process moves me in many levels. And watching the video now live to the world brought me two feelings, one of fear and another one of great inspiration. Because one thing is to share being vulnerable in a small group with men that I trust, with people that I trust. And another thing is to share to the world. And I noticed that, there's this tremoring inside of me, a fear of being destroyed, being so vulnerable out there that I could be destroyed. But at the same time, being so inspired by this man and this movement, by Bernard and Etienne guiding us, and the courage to step into what we believe it's the future, and what we believe it's now, it's starting now. And yeah, we know there's still a lot to work, but we believe that it has begun. And I think that's what touched me most, to open the space, to open the possibility in the space so we can meet as men and women, as human beings, from a very honest, vulnerable, real place. So there was moments of fear, moments of joy, moments of laughter, moments when my eyes teared up. It's very beautiful to connect with those men in the video and with these men in this live, this streaming, this Zoom call. So I'm Fernando from Brazil, and I'll give the word to Sean from the US to continue sharing.
I had, when I first saw the video from Hannah, from Women to Men, I absolutely called her and I said, I wanted to be involved with this. And it was, I have this just place in my heart that has felt the depth of the wound between men and women for many, many years. And, you know, to hear what those women said to men, I said, I got to be a part of making that, of returning that. And so that's when Bernard reached out to me. And so this wound between men and women, and from my perspective, and the wound within me between my own, you know, masculine and feminine spirit is, I call it the pink elephant in the room, if you will. It's been massive, and this patriarchal conditioning has just really bludgeoned the truth of who I am as a man. And this video, it was about really expressing the truth and working with these guys in Nashville when we were filming. It's like, and taking responsibility for our part in creating the separation, and also being willing to own our behavior and truly feel a sense of, you know, a moral compass that's beginning to step forward and say, you know, this isn't going to happen anymore on my watch. We're going to make a stand for mature masculinity and honoring the women and protecting the women in our lives and the men. So I felt excited about the video. I also feel terrified in some ways about being exposed, and especially when I said the words, "I am man who has hurt women." It was like, you know, it's like there's something inside me that you know, quakes when I own that, you know. And but I know it's important to be true and honest with that, because from this place, I think we can build some bridges within myself and then to other men, to other women. So I felt very honored to be a part of this project and have been very excited about it. And I do believe that we are creating something here and energetic with this that is going to allow this battle to be over. So very grateful to be a part of it. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. Let's continue with Fernando from Argentina. Oops.
Microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to start to share how I feel now. I have some tenderness, some warm feeling coming in this area, and this sort of love is took away all the fear, because I have seen the video before, and I thought I was going to be seen as the narcissistic man. You know, I have took responsibility for my narcissism in the video, And when I have this tenderness here, the fear is gone. It's like one can choose, right? It's either love or tenderness, vulnerability, or fear. And I thank you all, guys, because I think there's a very strong stimulus for me to see you and to hear you and to feel this brotherhood that allows me to be brave enough to talk and express myself. So at the moment, that's what I feel. And I feel an immense gratitude to men, to women that were my teachers all through my life, to life that I'm enjoying this moment here. I'm feeling more alive than 15 minutes ago. So I think this is the life I like to live. That's the way or the intention I will have to just to feel all the time. If it's bad, okay, there's going to be some learning there. If it's good, let's enjoy. This is, for me, the human feeling that I'm looking for. And of course, I would like to thank Hannah and all the women from the previous video, because when I saw that, I cried like a couple of days in a row, because I feel the female suffering quite openly now, and thank God the time is now coming for this suffering to be expressed and visible. And in this moment of the women getting more power, that there were some women that were brave enough to say, I am responsible for this and for this harm or this pain, I think was incredibly brave. And I just wrote a mail to her saying, we should have done this first. We men should have done this first. So thank you very much. I would like to do a video from men to women. And she said, well, contact Bernhard because he's already doing one. So Bernhard, with his open heart, gave us some space. We worked together. And I also like to thank the other 3 Argentinians that were brave enough to take responsibility and also step into this masculine vulnerability that it is so rich. It's like my soul has been eaten from the best food possible. And that's it. I would like to just make some silence and keep enjoying my feelings.
Gracias, Fernando.
Obrigado, Fernando.
Let's continue with Etienne.
Give me just 1 second so that I can connect all the technical stuff. I think that should be okay. Oh, my brain is exploding with all the technique. And my heart is exploding with all the love. Normally, I think I would be very nervous of all the techniques and details and all that there is to connect with 20, 30 people. And now I feel confident. I feel in peace. And I feel very proud. Proud of being a man. Proud of being a brother, a man with other men, and proud of being here and creating this with you, and to be in public, even if it's on internet, and to show myself and to show ourselves as we are. Nothing more, nothing less. I resonate very much with what has been shared, and I've cried too with a video from the women. And I connected with Hannah, and I wanted to be part of the next chapter. And as a man, I knew I wanted to also apologize, to take responsibility, to share the places, the moments where I have been a violent man, the places where I have used seduction in order to get what I want from women, and all these places that I don't like from myself, all these places that I would like to hide from myself, because they're not really beautiful places. And this is what I loved in this video, was not being alone anymore, not hiding anymore, but showing it and putting it in front of me in order for me not to be controlled by these emotions, by these feelings, by these behaviors. And I realized in the video of women that I've been really, really, really touched by the message of mothers speaking about their children. And I see how, as a man, sometimes I've been using women in order to get revenge from the suffering I had as a child. And I could be the perpetrator because I have been the victim. And so my plan was perfect. So I wanted to not be the victim or the perpetrator. I wanted to break the wheel of violence, to break the cycle. And more than doing it just for me, I think being together as men and contributing to opening the space for other men to be able to do the same is part of a healing that is necessary for me, that is very, very precious, and that helps me to be more whole, more complete, more total, and more authentic. And this is a way that I feel I am doing the right thing, and I want to do this more. I want to help men and women to be in peace and to relate better and to stop this wheel, this cycle, and to share more love. So for me, it was natural to take part in this process, and I'm really happy that we are here tonight. And I don't know where this will go. And right now, I'm just very, very confident this is the right thing to do. And I want to invite all the men that feel it's time for them to show up and to show also what they've been doing, that they want to put in the light. I think it heals a lot, and then you feel better, and you're not alone. We are not alone. And since I'm not alone, thank you for listening. I'm gonna give the speech to Bernard. I think you're the last one.
Yes. Merci, Etienne.
Thank you, Etienne. Oh, I'm so deeply touched to hear you all. And first of all, how I feel right now, it's like I'm overwhelmed to feel your brothers on my side. I have spent this incredible time with you and to experience this courage, this incredible courage to I don't know, all the brothers behind me, beside me, and then okay, let's have the courage to really open my eyes, to really feel what I feel, and it's really overwhelming me right now to be just with you. And what I would like to share was my experience when I was sitting there with very, very often during the editing process. 100 times I saw it, every single clip, and of course also all the contributions from all participants we couldn't use. It's a lot of material, and I was sitting there and I had to cry all the time. It touched me so deeply. Seeing this man, how they really are when they are safe in a man's circle, how they share, they feel what they fear, what they cry, how they cry, to see them crying. And I spent so much time in this editing process with just men being real, showing their feelings. And then suddenly I kind of woke up and felt like turning the focus to the world and seeing something completely different. I thought, what's that? It's completely different. Where are the men? Where are we? And how can it be that man and masculinity in this world seems so different from what I experience when I am in an open space with my brothers, where everybody really shows up with what scares him and with the sides doesn't want to show normally. And then I realized that my tears and they came because it's my own pain, and I could feel that, wow, I'm really a part of this patriarchal conditioned world. And all the time, every day, I fall back and I find myself in so many situations feeling like a victim, falling back in a circle of blaming, in my relationship with Hannah. How often do we find ourselves suddenly blaming, feeling as a victim? And then, as we are really experts on this and did these films all the time again, the work, which is the message of this film, I discovered is the key to find back to the essence of what I feel, who I really am. That means, okay, step. I want to step out of the blaming. What do I feel? And then to show myself as, well, it's shit. That's me. I did this. I'm sorry, but that's also me. And this, it's so how difficult it is, how scary it is all the time to step out and to show myself, wow, it's something I would prefer not to be, but I am, it's me. And then to experience the shift, the transformation, once I'm able to do it, to show up with what I feel, with my inner child, with all the parts I would prefer not to see, and to keep them in my shadow. If I manage to bring them into the light, and then to realize, wow, now everything is changing, everything is transforming, and discovering, wow, this is my key to connection, to love, to stepping out of separation, finding back into love. So, and feeling this all the time during the process of producing this film, crying and seeing it, and feeling so much brotherhood with all these men who are on my side and encourage me to say, okay, let's show up, not only with my partner, not only with my brothers. No, let's show up in the world, and let's put another picture. Let's show who we are, how we are, and then the alchemistic wonder that this feels so powerful. It's so powerful, and it's such a good feeling to step in responsibility instead of guilt, instead of blaming all this. No, to really to take the responsibility to what I feel, to share it, to show it. And I discovered it in my life as the key for contact and for being closed, for love. And so this message of this film, it comes from the bottom of my heart, and it's my I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to have you, man, your friends, your brothers, and making it possible that we also that it's not an individual thing, that we could do it really like, wow, we are already everywhere on the world, on all continents, on languages. We are there, we are connected, we love each other, and we help each other. And yes, I'm incredible thankful for having been able to create this message, and now to be able to share it to other men and to invite them. Wow, join us! It's fantastic. It's the best thing to do, because it opens the door for connection, for relating wherever you want, for relating to nature, to humans, to all beings. So for me, it's an incredible moment now to send this message to the world. I am scared because I know from Hannah's film that the reactions are, it's very diverse, or different reactions will come, because it's a trauma. It's a very deep issue we are talking about. So I'm a bit scared, because it's very personal. It's incredibly personal for showing up in the internet where everybody can see it. So, and in the same time, I'm so happy and I'm proud and I feel powerful and I feel on the right way and I feel strong, especially with my brothers beside me. And so there's one or two more things I want to say. Thank you for all the men to be part of this. And I know, and I think it's visible in the video, in the message, in the video, how much courage everybody had to show and had to bring, to be there and to show up like this in the internet. It's really powerful. Thank you so much for being that committed. And one last thing I want to share, it's my deep gratefulness to my beloved Anna, because somehow for me it's a miracle that we, with these messages, we are kind of having a representative and created a new quality of how communication between man and woman could be possible. And yes, I feel so much love and so much gratefulness. I don't know if this word exists. And I want to say thank you. And thank you to all of you, and thank you to all the people who are sharing us this time and supporting us with their presence and their energy. And yes, I'm deeply touched. Thank you.
Dankeschön, Bernard. Also, thank you for all the 81 men who participated, and that Sean will guide them, some of them, in some sharing.
Hello, everyone. So this is a time for everyone else to have a chance to share. And the way we're going to do this is if you would like to share about what's coming up for you right now, how the process of was making the film, seeing it, just your overall, you know, what you're feeling right now, and you'd like to share that with us, just raise your hand and I'll pick someone up, and then we'll call on you to speak, and you'll have about a minute, to 2 minutes to share. And we'd like to invite you to stay into your gut with this and your feelings, not too much story, but and then we'd also like to have guys from every country speak. So anyway, with that said, if you would like to share, just raise your hand and I'll call on somebody and we'll get it going. Anyone like to share out there?
Finn has his hand up.
Okay, I can't see you. Okay, yeah. Where is he?
Hi there. My heart is racing because I have very mixed feelings, to be honest. Overwhelmingly, I'm embarrassed to share this, but I feel I really need to say it. I'm actually very disappointed. I'm grateful for all the work that was done. I imagine. I mean, actually, I feel I can't imagine all the work that was put into it. So I feel very embarrassed to have to voice this. But I tried to put myself in a woman's skin watching this movie, and I personally, I mean, I take responsibility for my feelings, but I didn't actually feel anything. I was so touched by the video from women to men, and I think I was expecting something as strong. I was really hoping for that, and I feel very sorry that this was not my feeling watching this video. I feel a bit like spoiling the atmosphere, so I was hesitating to share this. I was even hesitating to stay, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope you know it will be received positively, but sharing from my perspective, this is a missed opportunity, and I was so looking forward to having a video to share with women that I felt would really represent would really represent how, I don't know, how sorry I feel for not only my own attitude, but everything that men through history have made women endure, and I feel this falls really short from accomplishing that. And I find it hard to believe that throughout all the rushes, everything that 86 men shared, this is all that was, this is all that remains in a sense. And it's really not about my appearing in that at all. I'm putting it out there, and honestly, I couldn't care less. But I feel it's so short. Okay,
we got you, Finn.
Yeah.
Finn, We hear you. And I
Okay.
think it's time to move on to someone else, and I definitely hear you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Sorry.
Would someone
thank
else
you.
like to share? Steve, Gary? Okay, Ves? Yeah,
There's a Matthias from Germany.
Okay.
okay.
Well, I'm on. Well, oh, it's strange to see me. When I first saw the video of Hannah, I had a strange feeling. I felt the urge of being part of it. You've all talked about this already. And when I heard of Bernard doing it, I just knew I have to be there, and I went there. And I had no expectation when I went then making the clips. So I was kind of open-hearted to bring in what has to be brought in. And at one point in making the clips, I could leave it all. And I had the feeling that it was the process on its own, whether it has any message or something to someone else. I could leave it all behind and say, well, that's my thing, my process. It's what I'm bringing in. It's for me and the men who were there. And that was very, very peaceful, because I was happy, and yeah, it was brought to the world, and that was it. And that I wanted to share with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you. Someone else like to share? Okay, Yves?
Yves,
Yves?
ouais, c'est bon.
Yeah.
Tu traduis là, tu peux traduire
Je peux traduire, ouais. I'm going to translate.
Oui,
Yves.
je dis en français, d'accord. Parce que
Yes.
ça sera un peu... Ah, c'est
Tu
pas fini,
m'attends?
je crois.
Tu m'attends pour la traduction? Vas-y, commence et
Voilà.
je fais les
Ah,
phrases
bon,
derrière toi.
merci. Je sais que personnellement, j'étais très touché lorsque j'ai écouté les messages des femmes.
I know that
Et j'ai
personally
vraiment
I've been
espoir
very moved by the
qu'elles soient aussi touchées que je l'ai été.
Donne-moi 2 secondes. I know
Après,
that... Attends-moi, Yves, s'il te
ce
plaît.
que je trouve merveilleux dans le moment qui se passe, quand je vous écoute, je suis j'aime beaucoup les failles, je sais pas, quelque chose une fragilité, et j'aimerais, on l'a eu dans la vidéo, par des souffles, par des moments comme ça, et je trouve que ce qui se passe là est encore plus puissant pour moi. Je trouve ça, ça me touche beaucoup, par cette authenticité de chacun à se dire, voilà. Donc, ça m'enrichit en tant qu'homme, je me reconnais en vous, et ça me touche beaucoup. Voilà.
Tu me laisses traduire un peu?
Oui, voilà ce que je voulais dire. Voilà. Et donc, je voulais vraiment vous remercier de ce moment-là, au-delà de la vidéo. J'aimerais que, voilà, que ce soit partagé au monde. Bon, c'est partagé au monde. L'authenticité que nous avons aujourd'hui, elle est partagée.
Okay.
Voilà.
So, Yves,
merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Yves, merci Yves. So Yves said he was very touched. I'm going to try to do my best to not forget something, but it will be a synthesis. He said he really loved the women's video, and he hoped the message we shared in the video moved people. But he said more than this message and more than the video, he felt that the moment we are sharing now together was stronger and was full of truth, and that it is very important for him what is happening here. and he like all that little cracks that we could see in the video from people in the silent, not people speaking, but when people showed up in silence. And this is what he likes, when people are in their truth and suddenly something happens and we are together. So he really thanks us for that, and he hopes it happens again. Merci, Yves.
Merci.
See. All right, thank you. And someone else like to share? Raise a hand.
Yeah, there's Antonin above
Antonin?
you.
Yes. Hey. Well, thank you for all this, and I can hear the comparison with Anna's work, but I wanted to remember that the condition of making it are totally different, since Anna chose a bunch of women to share her own dream experience, if I remember, where Bernard choose to have a collective work and choose to not lead that thing. That is a totally different work. As an artist, I know how to do first part, and I know it's not the same thing. So I'm really grateful to Bernard and the team to play that game, and to play that game also in that collective way of playing it. And I'm really I was astonished by Anna's work as a piece of art, but as a political move, I think we had to go that step further of the collective move, and not to be carrying Bernard's words. Certainly it would have been more powerful in terms of artistic work, but to me it's, well, I guess I said it already. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Antonin. Yes, thank you. Anyone else like to share? Raise your hand. Gary Hoffman?
Yeah, sure. I just, first I want to say, Finn, I hear you, brother, about what you're saying about being disappointed about what you saw. And, I just want you to know that I hear you and support you in how you're feeling. I want to say that having not had a chance to go back and revisit the women's thing in a long time, I want to speak from the standpoint of the men's power that that we're creating here as men together, and I think that speaks to a starting point for men, and and I think that these two short films of pieces of work of coming together is a starting point. It's what it feels like to me, for all men and women to start a new form of collaboration together in the world. So I just feel like I just could feel my brothers here today very strongly, and the love that we have for each other, and the commitment to this level of work that you all have and what you put into it to really get it out. And I think that's the most important thing, is to acknowledge the power of all of the men that have made this happen, and all the men that were part of the film and part of this project. And that power is the real aspect of what needs to be brought forward, however the short piece of work is viewed. is a starting point to allow, you know, the women and the men to come together in a new way. And that's just what I'm feeling myself.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, thanks, Gary. Awesome. How much time do we have left, Anton?
3 to 5 minutes.
How about Hamid? Hamid would like to speak.
I think Adrian from Argentina would
Okay.
like to speak. Fernando told me, and Hamid was raising his hand, so that's 2.
Okay, let's do the 2 and then we'll end after that.
So Fernando will translate for Adrian, I guess. So I give speech to Fernando and Adrian.
Empieza Adri si quieres.
Okay.
Well, I can start by sharing what Adrian said to me with WhatsApp, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay, so he
Bueno.
during the video, sorry.
Go ahead.
During the video, Adrian felt his words liberating some arrogance from what he called the false sense of machism, of being superior. We know a lot about that in Argentina. And in this moment that we are living in the world, he believes that this is an invitation to visit an internal home that we all have, that we all men have. That's what he wrote to me.
Thank you, Fernando. And who do we have last here? Hamid? Would you like to speak?
C'est bon, Hamid, tu peux y aller.
Yes, thank you very much. My point of view, I think this message in the video, it's the first step of a long process for a long term. Why? Because when I think the condition between the men and women in Africa, in the Middle East, the relationship between the men and women in Africa and in Middle East, I think we need to have the representative of this continent in this approach to give the message. If you would like to give a message in the world, I think we need to give a message in the first critical situation in Africa, in Middle East, to continue this. It's not just a message in America, in Europe, but I think the first priority,
Bueno,
priority is in Africa, in the Middle East. Just I would like to exchange this message inside my body and my spirit.
tengo
Thank you.
Thank you, Hamid. Thank you. Okay, so I'll turn it back over to you, Antoine.
Thank you, and I turn it directly to Fernando. Again, Fernando Pitosi from Argentina, to explain what will go on with this.
Thank you all. And as Hamid just said, we would like to see this as a starting point. So even if this event is coming to an end, we hope this is just the start. So these words are to make a call, to all men to join us, to feel and then express themselves. It's a call for men who want to start dissolving this circle of suffering between a victim and a perpetrator. And that when the victim gets some power or the perpetrator is weakened, then it's all the way around. And then the battle continues, and some days are like this, some centuries are like this. And our vision at this is that we should stop this now, as much as we can, just from our own personal initiative, and stop this just by dissolving. I say, I'm not part of this anymore. I don't want to be up, I don't want to be down. I just don't play this game. And for that, I think we have this webpage, thebattleisover.org, where everybody can join, express themselves. The details are there. Videos are welcome. We believe that a first step is that we have to apologize and take responsibility for the pain that we have caused to women. We have all caused some sort of pain to women. And in doing so, also create suffering inside. So as it happened to many of us during this gathering, this is a healing process for me. And after we take responsibility for this, the next step is to get into this power to feel vulnerable and open and honest. So I have felt that to be vulnerable during most of my life was to be weak. And we feel that is the opposite, that it brings power and courage. And it feels more alive. It feels like life is filled with something that is very nice. And then we would also like to honor the natural power, the freedom of women, of the female energy, to show them our love, our honest feelings. So this is a call to any man who feels like this. Even if you feel that the video was a bit short, this webpage and this group is an opportunity to speak up and to make another video or another sort of communication to express yourself and bring to the world your own words. This problem we are dealing with, it has thousands of years. So I think it's a process of a personal initiative without any expectation. But at least from my point of view, it's a personal healing process to do this, to open up and just make the experiment to show oneself vulnerable and see that nothing happens, that there's nothing bad happening after that. On the contrary, it's a very empowering feeling. It's certainly time for change in the world. The conditions are there to have some more insight than a couple of months ago. So the invitation is open, and everybody's welcome to contribute in any material or way, or contact us through the webpage and see whether this movement goes. So thank you, Bernhard, for initiating this, Etienne, for all the loving instrumentation of the editing and the technology and the support, all the rest of the organizers, all the rest of you guys, and I hope all the rest of the men who share this initiative, and of course, our beloved women, our beloved teachers on how is life with spontaneity and love. So that's all I have to say. I hope you are encouraged to express yourself, and I would just give then the room to Sean, who will delight us with his song, The Light Has Won. Thank you.
Thank you, Fernando, and thank you to everyone. You are magnificent men, and I love you all dearly. This is The Light Has Won. Listen well, weary ones, the war has ended, the dark is done. Tune up the pipes, songs will be sung, the battle is over, the light has won. For thousands of years, we lived within lies, plaguing our souls with blackened skies. Now truth be known, we've cast out fear and raised love's flag with our joyful tears. Listen well, weary ones, the war has ended, the dark is done. Tune up the pipes, songs will be sung, the battle is over, the light has won. Calling all hearts, beat with the drums. Sons and daughters, the dance has begun. Oh, Father, lift us up with freedom's cheer. From the mother's love we all hold dear. Listen well, weary ones, the war has ended, the dark is done. Tune up the pipes, songs will be sung, the battle is over and the light has won. Listen well, daughters and sons, peace is here, the dance has begun. Tune up the pipes, songs will be sung, the battle is over, the light has won. Tune up the pipes, songs will be sung, the battle is over, the light has won. Much love and blessings to everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Bernard.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.